All right, so wanted to go over trainer job description. So you will receive an email with this exact PDF, but just wanted to kind of run through it. So read through it pretty, don't skim, read through it and go over all details. You may want to read through it twice. One thing I wanted to point out with the requirements, as a coach, we want to bring the energy. It's super important. Your energy is going to determine other people's energy. So if you come in there blah, tired, the clients who are coming from work are going to feel more blah and tired. We want to be their happy place, their energetic place, their escape from reality. So bring the energy. Every time you step into the gym, imagine you are a athlete and you're getting ready for a game. That's the kind of mentality I want you to have. Understand that we're here for the clients, so you have to appreciate the customers. You need to give them exceptional service every time they come in. One way we do that is we say their name often. We know everybody's name. If you don't know somebody's name, mention it a few times. Hey, Bria, it's nice to meet you. Bria, do you need any water? And that'll help you remember as well. So just kind of read over this. These requirements are super important to be a great trainer. Or coach. I like to use the word coach rather than trainer. So these are some of the responsibilities. So if you go down, so one, prospect process. This is just what that looks like. A prospect is anybody that comes into the gym looking to try out our services. So they get a welcome sign. A team member greets them, whether that's the coach or the front desk. If there's a front desk at the moment, they sign a waiver. We have an orientation script that's right down below that we kind of take them through, just introducing them to the gym, finding out what they want, what they need, and how we can, provide those services if it's a good fit. Introducing them to a coach. So if it's a front desk person or a manager, they'll introduce to a coach. If you're the coach giving the orientation spiel, obviously introduce yourself and introduce them to one veteran client. So you'll get to know clients as you are on with us, but just one veteran client, because then they don't feel so lost or out of place or lonely. So introduce it to somebody so they can chat it up. And they don't feel like the only newbie in there. Another thing we do is we make sure that they're scheduled for a one-on-one consultation, or a goals setting consultation is what we call it, just to find out their goals and provide them with the services that we offer, pricing, and get them signed up for that. So that's the front end stuff. Some of this stuff is back end stuff that you won't need to know. Orientation script. No need to worry about that on the onboarding process. You can kind of skim through it and see what that looks like, but we'll kind of talk about that as we get down the line. All right, so what we want to focus on is your group training sessions. So one, before sessions, make sure clients are foam rolling. If you have a new client, teach them how to foam roll. Just be very brief, give them one or two to kind of focus on. And make it something very simple. A foam roll is awkward to use for the first time, so make it something simple that they can do. If they have an injury, for example, they have a lower back injury, let them know, hey, roll out your hips and your glutes. That will help relieve the pain in your lower back, loosen up those muscles. And also it helps them, get that blood flowing and warming up prior to their session. Checking everybody into mind body. So try to do this before session starts. As people walk in, make sure that they're checked into mind body. Set up announcement slides on TV. So if you're the only coach there's no front desk or admin, make sure you go ahead and set that up. And we'll have a separate video on how to do that. Another thing, make sure the music stays up. So I'm gonna highlight that. I know sometimes when you walk in, if you're tired, it's early, you don't want to turn the music up, but just have it at a reasonable level, because music does affect people's energy, as well as not even only the clients, but yours as well. So, make sure that music is high enough where it's, keeping the energy flowing, but it's not too high where nobody can hear this themselves think. And then make internal and external announcements. That will be found on the Trello board, and we'll keep you guys updated on that on a monthly basis so you know. All right, during session, super, super important. Again, energy, energy, energy. So high fives are big. You give them. Have clients give them. Say client's name more than once. So always, great job on those push-ups. Becky, your elbows are, are close to the chest, or your elbows are straight back. Your hands are in the perfect placement. Your hips are level with your shoulders. Great push-up. Maria, awesome job on those kettlebell swings. Way to squeeze the glutes at the top and really bring power with it. Whatever it may be, just continue to say people's names. Obviously, don't be on your phone. You guys should be sweating from moving so much. Scan the room, walk with a purpose. Get from side to side, from client to client quickly. It's 30 minutes. It's fast. Try to engage with every single client as much as possible. Never sit down. Don't carry items with you. The iPad, if you need to carry it to turn on the music, turn it up. That's fine. Just try not to have it with you at all times. Don't stay in one spot. Constantly pace the room. Show, don't tell. So make sure that we're demonstrating with cues and we're not yelling across the room like, hey, Becky, change this push-up. Go over to her, hey, Becky, your push-up looks great. Let's make one little tweak instead of dropping your hips. Let's go ahead and drop the knees because you're kind of struggling and there's too many reps, and this will help you build strength a lot faster rather than doing incorrect push-ups. That's a good example. Warm-up should be 3 to 5 minutes max. So you need to go hard, go fast, explain. When we program, the warm-ups are always very similar to the workout, so they can easily relate to the workout when you explain that. After you go through the workout, you'll go through the workout of the day. Make sure you go over all levels of each exercise. Be clear about repetition sets and workouts, so you don't want to leave people hanging or having them feel lost, even if it's on the board. Always be talking. So throughout the whole session, you want to be loud, talking, high fives, clapping, hands in. Hands in is something we do after session, like you break it down like you're about to go into a game. On 3, Body and Life, or on 3, great workout, whatever that is. You can do that in between sessions. Some of our coaches do that to get the energy up sometimes. Ask questions, read people's faces. How is your back feel on those kettlebell swings? That's a big injury on kettlebell swings and deadlifts. How's the squat feel for your knees? Squats are usually hard on the knees. Lunges are usually hard on the knees. How's your energy today? Like, are you okay for this workout? Do you need to take it down a notch? Read people's faces, make conversation, be a coach. And then finally, you lead them through a cool down, which is 2 to 3 minutes of static stretching or foam rolling. After session, we want to break it down. So bring it in, everybody in, on 3, Body and Life, or whatever it can be. Have a client suggest a breakdown. Make internal and internal announcements after session. So if we have a client gathering going on, or we have a couples yoga workshop, or whatever we have, let them know, keep them engaged. Once the session is over, you want to text clients that checked in through MindBody that didn't show up. Just say, hey, what's up? I saw you signed in. What happened? We missed you. Another thing we do is we text 1 to 3 clients who kind of stood out and did a great job, or if they had a hard day and they just made it in, like, hey, Becky, great job in the workout. I'm so glad you made it in. I know you had a tough day at work, but we really appreciate you, keeping your health and fitness a priority. So see you tomorrow or whatever. Read through these workout guidelines. Programming. So programming is due the 15th of every month, the month prior to the month that you're programming. So if you're scheduled to program February, on January 15th, your workout should be in, and that will be on Trello. It must be approved by assistant managers. Attendance, just make sure everybody checks in. We discussed that. Testimonials and whiteboards, super important. So part of coaching and us growing as a business is we want to provide testimonial. We want to have social proof that we post on our social media. Facebook and Instagram is our social media right now. So coaches, on a weekly basis, you will get one whiteboard photo, and you will see these posted. Pretty much it's a snapshot of a client's progress. So we like to keep it numerical. For example, client lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Becky ran a mile in 8 minutes. Becky did 5 push-ups for the first time in her life. Becky attended 6 workouts in a row. All right, so just want to get back to the train, got cut off there. So we were talking about whiteboards. So yes, pretty much a snapshot of a client's, just something they're proud of. Easiest way to do it is clients will tell you on an ongoing basis, oh my God, I didn't cheat last night. Oh my God, I lost 10 pounds. As soon as they tell you, like, oh, that's awesome. We're so excited for you. Can we get a whiteboard of you? We want to share your progress with everybody and let them know that it's possible. And, this stuff inspires people. Easy way to get it. You can take a picture from your phone and upload it right here. So if you see, you go to the Google Drive, go to content, whiteboards is where you're uploaded, or iPad. That's the best way because it's already logged into Google Drive. Another thing you guys will be doing is a monthly case study, and we'll have the questions attached to a board on Trello. Super simple. Again, when you have these big testimonials, we want to get a video of it. Videos do extremely well on social media. Extremely great social proof to help us grow. So super simple. It can be super conversational. You don't need to cut or edit. We'll do that part. You take a video. Hey, what's your name? How long have you been with Body&Life? Why did you decide to join? What's your favorite part? And what would you say to anybody that is looking to make fitness a priority? But we have the questions, and it's very similar to that. Accountability. So you guys will be given a group of clients that you will keep accountable on a weekly basis. And the way we like to explain it is we give them 3 jabs and 1 internal play. So 1 weekly jab. So a weekly jab is pretty much just checking in with something that's relevant to a client. So for example, hey Becky, I know you're trying to lose 10 pounds this month. So how is that going? How is nutrition? What are you struggling with? Can I give you any tips on anything? So provide services provide value with these jabs. Give them something in return, whether it's accountability, whether it's like tips on how to order out, or tips on how to remain on the track late night, tips on what to have for a cheat meal, whatever that is, give them value with those jabs. And then 1 internal play. So we want to receive something in return. Like we're keeping you accountable. We're providing this value on a weekly basis. So ask for a testimony, ask for something in return, and they'll be so glad to give it to you. So if they're doing well, they lost the 10 pounds. Hey, can we get a testimony of you when you come to the gym? Or can we get a whiteboard photo of you when you come to the gym, and schedule that? Ask for a referral. Hey, do you know anybody that would be interested? We have a 7-day pass that we can give you, and you get $50 for referring a friend. Invite them to an event we have going on, or an internal promotion. So if they're like, I want to start lifting weights, I want to start toning a little bit more, I want to start building muscle, why don't you try our strength program? We have an orientation starting this Saturday at 8:15. Come through. The orientation's free. See if it's something you would like to do, and after that, it's whatever the price is for the promotion. Update on Trello. So your client groups are going to be on Trello under the client updates board. So right here. And on a weekly basis, just take notes on anything that's important. We have a Trello video on this client updates board, so you'll have more details on that. Weekly handwritten cards. So under your client update board, I'm actually going to pull up the Trello so you can see. So here's the client updates board. So as you can see, everybody has a group of clients. So I'll go under my clients. For example, Alita Rodriguez. I keep it update on, what things she's told me. I try to just keep it very basic so it's not super long. The yellow will say their membership, and you kind of just check off as you go so managers can see what's going on. So if you have a referral card checklist on here, that means that month you're going to send them that handwritten card. And the handwritten card is pretty much to, 1, thank them for being a client. You want to say something that is relevant and personal to them. So for Alita, my client that I just showed you, she's been looking to kind of tone up. So, hey, Alita, you've been doing so great. You lost this amount of weight, in the last 3 months. Keep up the great work. We appreciate you being a client and cannot wait to continue working with you. Here are some 7-day passes. So you always want to ask for a referral. Right now we're doing 7-day passes. In the future, we may have gift cards. We may have coupons, whatever it may be, something so they can give to friends and family, where we can get referrals. So you send them out that card. The handwritten cards go in a pile at the front desk. Admins will actually send that out, so you don't have to worry about sending it out. You just have to label it with, who you're sending it to. We will have labels, return labels, so you don't even have to do that part. And the next week, just follow up with that client. Say, hey, have you received my card? Did you give the 7-day passes to anybody? And that referral lead. So if they give you any names, ask for their name and contact info, whether it's email or phone number, and say, hey, we'll reach out to them and we'll give them the 7-day free pass, and we'll get them set up, and maybe they'll be interested in this free challenge. So if you give me their number, I'll go ahead and set that up for you. And that referral lead name is going to be added to a whiteboard that's in the back. That this is for team members. It'll say, let's say Alex referred, or not Alex. So it'll say the team member's name, and then next to it, the client that was referred. So if somebody gave me a name, say Becky Hancock, it's supposed to be coming in, you write Becky Hancock next to your name. But we'll go into more detail for that. Monthly reports. So this is due the Friday prior to our monthly meetings. Very simple report to fill out, and we will give you access to that. Team meetings. So this is mandatory. Our first Tuesday of the month, 2 to 3:30 p.m. Schedule that out is our team meetings, unless there's a holiday during that time. Also, coaches meeting every last Tuesday of the month, 11:15. That time is subject to change. And then weekly check-ins with the manager. So that's either a phone call, or managers will come to you wherever you are. It's a very quick check-in just to make sure everything's going good. Clean, set up, and close. So just kind of read through that. Special tasks. You can read through it, but right now that won't apply. Continue education. So we like for our coaches to, continuously grow as a coach and continue their education. So we like you guys to do this 4 times a year, so 1 time a quarter. We will reimburse you 50% of the cost up to $150. So for example, if the certification costs $400, we'll pay $150 of that. If it costs $200, we pay half of that, so it's $100. The 1 weekly paid education, that's still in progress as of February 2019. So don't worry about that. When we decide to implement that, we'll let you guys know. Evaluations, client update boards, we talked about that. Training and pay, if you want to look through that. And this is just the responsibilities broken down into daily, weekly, and monthly, so you guys have a overview of what that looks like. And this is a result. What will come out when you do the things that we require of you guys and what we ask of you guys. So we will continuously, add to this list, and things will change, but this is predominantly what you will be doing as a coach.